When you're a eternally perfect human being because you submit to faith and infinite glory because it's humble and it's the right thing to do, uh, you can't you can't conceive the depravity and the selfishness and the disgustingness that the devil and Satan will dive into. You can't. Your mind can't. You can't invent it, right? If you're a person that, Lord's Prayer is perfect, let's live it, yay. Destroy the ecosystem in a God Vita, yay, right? When you're a perfect person like Job and Jonah, okay, you can't conceive, what if, like you're not like Stephen Hawking, what if the aliens are really bad dudes, man? What if they're. Okay, so we're all living the Lord's Prayer on planet Earth, right? Okay. Earth is completely healthy, not a threat to anybody because we don't have the biggest armada in the history of planet destroying in the history of Romulan L. Right? So why do the really bad people need to come to our planet to stop us from being really bad to dominate their really bad plans? And secondly, once people get up and do stuff like the New Order and the Republic and the Federation and all that stuff, they get up and they do things that are so irrational that they end up destroying their own solar system, and then you look and go, oh boy, that's a bad pocket. It's a really bad pocket. You got to stay away from there. She's the welcome committee that'll wrap her legs around you so hard that you'll beg for mercy. I'll stay away from her. She's a bad. I remember watching that thinking, God, that kid's 13. He had sex with that 30-some-odd-year-old. Now he's got to go back to being 13 again. Have you ever worked with kids in lockup because they're sex offenders? Yeah. That's a depressing fucking movie. Boy, Penny Marshall and her dad didn't think that one through too good, did they? No. 13 years old and you get a night and woo-hoo-hoo-hoo, then you got to go back to being 13 again. Damn, Billy, you better go find your Mary Kay Letourneau toot sweet motherfucker, or you're going to be incarcerated real quick. Because if you can't talk the 13-year-olds into having sex, you'll talk the 9-year-olds. Yeah, they will. Yeah. Welcome to my world. Won't you come on in? Chess players, I guess, in your bedroom committing sin, wondering why you won't join. What the hell's wrong with him? It's just our nature. It's how we are. We're people in Peru making statues of us having sex with little kids. It's like, God damn. Hey, let's take a wooden Jesus, put a blindfold around him, and then go like we used to and exchange our daughters that just has puberty for sex. Yay! Yay! Peru, Peru, Peru! Emperor's New Groove, Emperor's New Groove. Hey, Sting, don't stand so close to her. Right. Like, what? Once a girl hits puberty throughout time, she can start having children. But we found, through scientific study and things like that, that you got to make them wait, and so it went to the quinceañera, instead of, a lot of girls would go through puberty, Natalie, she was 11. Marty Orozco Cruz told me about it in Sierra Vista, and my whole family, all my sisters were like that too. We went through puberty like 11, real early, real young. Oh, like April, yeah. She's a sweetheart. Oh, she's so pretty. She's so sweet. She's a big boobied blonde, big boobied Mexican girl at Marshall Elementary School that was part of our gang that all hung out to be the anti-bullies. Yeah, we had some of the prettiest girls in the whole school. Selena, April, and yeah. The other guys, a lot of them were taller and they were friends with Lori Feidel. Lori Feidel was made fun of because she was big and tall. Her brother played basketball at University of Texas El Paso for Don Haskins, right? And they hung out with us and played basketball with us and stuff because we were such nice kids. And Earl was the anti-bully. Everybody just Earl. He was the anti-bully. He's the one who stood up to all the bullies and stopped all the bullying. Yeah, little Earl. Our little fearless leader, the little King David of Marshall Elementary School, Tucson, Arizona. I went back to town and talked to Steve and all that. And they said, well, how's April doing? She said, well, her mom and dad didn't want her to go to the public school, so they put her in a Catholic school to keep her from being sexually assaulted, and she was raped in the bathroom at the Catholic school. And I was like, son of a bitch. Son of a fucking bitch. Son of a fucking bitch. News Channel 9, News Channel 7, and News Channel 4. Son of a fucking bitch, you fuckers suck, don't you? Won't stand up for the Lord's Prayer to save a 12-year-old from getting raped in a Catholic school bathroom. Son of a fucking bitch, you son of a bitchin' Peckerwood Pussy Plantation motherfuckers suck. Go build a goddamn statue of Benito Juarez and Abraham Lincoln and the mule drug dealer, human trafficker across the way. Son of a bitch, you guys suck again, huh? You put on a show to be like me. No wonder I have to put up with these little fucking Stanford grad assholes. I made $1.4 billion my senior year. He just bragging. How many girls that lost their dreams in British Columbia do you pay to fuck every time you go visit Bill Gates? Huh? You have the best parties in the history of Stanford grad P. Diddydom? Huh? It's all perfectly legal. There's nothing wrong with it. I can imagine it's one of the most cosmopolitan cities in the world. Polynesian girls, Asian girls, redheads, blondes, brunettes, Swedish bikini team type girls, Nubian princesses, mulatto. Sheesh. Natalie's one of the most physically attractive women, I've ever seen. Bet you there's a lot of girls that look like Natalie. You could get up to BC and pay lots of money for sex. Women like having lots of money to go shopping. And if sex is fun, you get to have sex with Stanford grads, and some of them are tight ends. It's the best of all worlds. It's E-Trade. Don't get mad, get E-Trade. Wow, Just take a dive in the pool. It's absolutely wonderful. How many liberal-ass motherfuckers that sit around and talk about how we need to stop human trafficking, we need to stop all this, go to Dubai and go dune buggy riding for men that kill their own country people for petroleum products so they can stream your songs and your movies on Hulu and shit. And you sit there and you perform before royalty. And that royalty brings in the most attractive house cleaners in all the world to be sexually property for them and their wives. Nida mía, no quiero saber. I mean, if the Stanford grads and the Carnegie Mellon grads of the world are going to go down for sexually abusing the Messiah and his family, you're all going down with them. They ain't going down alone. Rockefeller said that, Everybody's going with me, and nobody gets anonymous treatment. The only anonymous treatment in this hellhole goes to Parsons, I'd deal my own son and his head fucking from the assholes in the military that he went to go with to, make his own money. Instead of, to call and talk to me and say, Patrick, just come here, go to community college. Your fiance is going to school at U of A. You're only 40 miles down the road from her. You can get a job here and, we can apply for benefits and stuff. I'll stay home with the kids until, but Amy wouldn't leave me crumb. I tried to get her to leave me crumb, but Georgiev wanted crumb. He sat there and talked all that shit about how great Bulgaria is. He didn't want to come to the States because the States was all this and that and that. He was lying to her. He wanted Crumb because that's why he did all the shit with Crumb. I didn't sign on the birth certificate. She sat there and called me, Yorgev's mad at me. Yorgev wasn't mad at you. Yorgev knew you were full of shit. Yorgev was just playing you to get to the States. Just like every other motherfucker that was foreign online that hit on you and told you how gorgeous you were and lied their ass off to you. They all do that. They just want to come to the States because you can make lots of money, unscrupulous money, in the United States of America. It has the most dirty, you can make money any way, any way. Money-making scams in the whole world is the United States of America. Well, because in other countries, you can't, they put on a show to manipulate their religious populace for genocide operations. And the government controls all the access to it. In the United States of America, the American government gives you opportunities to be creative and make your own money doing all this shit. And then they come in and cash in on the creativity. Americans are different in the way they make their money. They have no pretenses of morals or values or scruples whatsoever. People, that's not true. Oh, Donald Trump, Jesus' best friend and pen pal, my ass. Okay. You're funny. So, all right, let's load this one up. This one, the tech geek nerds that are all mind fucking you and masturbating to your premature sex life want this one instead. Oh, because it's their technology. I was gonna wait an hour and 17 minutes for the beautiful one I made this morning, but they were too slow to load it because they don't want me talking about how gorgeous I am. They want me talking about how disgusting they are. They get off on it. If they're going to keep masturbating while they do this, they're going to do it till they die. Hey, I don't make the news. I just report the news. All right, peace.